Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm going to look at all those in the morning and decide. So, my 4 out of the Midwest region are KU, Auburn, Michigan State, and Duke.
Same.
Nothing
surprised.
Yeah. Going pretty much, the higher seeds to win those games. There's a reason they're the higher seeds in the tournament. Villanova beating Radford in the East to start it off.
Same here.
I got Bama actually beating Virginia Tech.
I almost went Bama. I went ahead with Virginia Tech. So.
Okay. And then I got West Virginia beating Murray State.
Same.
Wichita State beating Marshall.
Same.
Florida beating St. Bonaventure.
Same.
Texas Tech beating Stephen F. Austin.
Yep.
Although I know a guy that coaches football at Stephen F. Austin, a guy I knew back from my Iowa days, Tom Howe. Shout out if you're listening to the show. But, I just can't pick you guys there.
Well, what's that line? Maybe you can pick that line. Let's see what that line is.
Maybe
pick that line just in his honor.
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Stephen F. Austin. So Texas Tech is minus 11.
11.
It's a double digit.
Double digit. So, I don't know.
Take that, Stephen F. Austin. That's 2 Texas schools, right?
2 Texas schools,
hey.
Yep. So I will. I might have to look at that one.
In Texas.
Yeah. We have Arkansas and Butler. I got Arkansas winning there.
I took, where am I at here? I took Butler.
Took Butler. Another 10 over 7, huh?
That's just my style.
You like those.
That's my style. The only one I didn't take was OU.
Okay. And then I got Purdue beating CS Fullerton.
Yeah, same. I got Purdue.
Okay, so my 4 to make up the Sweet 16 here are Nova, Wichita State, Florida, and Arkansas.
We're way different on this.
Way different here in the East.
Yeah, I'm much more conservative. I got Villanova. Well, I'm not conservative. I got West Virginia, so that's my 5 seed. I got West Virginia beating Wichita State, which, whatever.
It could go either way.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's just it don't matter. It's that's gonna be a good game. I watched West Virginia. I thought they looked pretty good. Wichita State looked good too. They lost against Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Houston or Cincy?
No, they lost Houston.
Okay.
Houston. And so I got West Virginia beating them. I thought West Virginia played really well. I would have preferred I don't know. West Virginia played really well. I don't know. I like that team a lot, so I got them going. Then I got Texas Tech, which I like a lot too. And then I got Purdue.
Okay. So we're different there as, I got Wichita State, and I have Arkansas is kind of my dark horse. It's my lowest seed. They're number 7. To get in the Sweet 16. The lowest seed ever to win the entire tournament is an 8 seed, and that was Villanova.
What year is that? Remember that?
I don't remember the year, but
1905.
Yeah,
no, I
don't know. It was like 83 or 85 when they went to this current 64 teams.
The thing you looked up was from the current 11 or whatever.
From the current format. So
yeah.
64 teams. So there you go. That's our picks up through. That gets us through this weekend. Like I said, I'll tweet out my bracket with those picks on there. We're going to leave you guys in suspense for a week before we reveal more of our bracket.
Whoa.
So, hey, you got to tune into the show next week. Tell a friend to tune into the show.
After you win all kinds of money from our picks, you'll be ready to hear next week's show.
Yeah. You'll be ready to hear, the rest of the bracket. So, hey, but just to go over my Sweet 16 again, Virginia, Arizona, Miami, Cincinnati, Xavier, Gonzaga, Michigan, North Carolina, Villanova, Wichita State, Florida, Arkansas, Kansas, Auburn, Michigan State, and Duke.
Yep. We're only different on the instead of Tennessee. Or I have Tennessee instead of who you got? Miami right there.
Yeah, Miami.
And then I have you have Cincy.
Yeah, I got Cincinnati.
Where else are we different?
You got Texas Tech instead of Florida, and you got Purdue
Tech
instead of Arkansas.
That's right. I got West Virginia. Mm-hmm. West Virginia instead of Wichita State. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, actually, not too different, really. Yeah. I didn't see any team I thought was really the only. I mean, really the only team I thought maybe should have been seeded different. Really is Oklahoma shouldn't have been in. It should have been Oklahoma State. Other than that, I thought I didn't watch it. We didn't watch it, but I heard the show was terrible.
Yeah, we didn't get to watch it. We were having a friend move.
I didn't see it, but
I was reading on Twitter
the seeding actually seems pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't see anything where I'm like, wow, why are they like a 5 seed or a 4 seed or whatever? I don't know. If you guys have any gripes with it, post it on there. I don't see anything that's out of the ordinary or anything. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting time. It's a great time for sports. It's really fun. People take time off, watch the games. I mean, it's almost like a national holiday.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm going to be watching over at a buddy's tomorrow. On Friday, at least half of us will be at Ugly Joe's Sports Bar, starting at 11 a.m. I'll be up there. I don't know if Austin will be there all day or part of the day, but I will be up there all day. So
I think I'll be there. I'll be up there at some point for a little bit.
So hey, if you want to stop by and have a beverage, with us and talk in person, feel free to come on by. Ugly Joe's on 103rd and State Line. We'll be out there, and then St. Patrick's Day that evening, probably from about 7 on, I will be at the Red Balloon, the official bar and grill of the podcast.
Right? Are you going out to Red Balloon that night?
Going out to Red Balloon for St. Patty's Day. So I'll be out there having a good time.
Where's that? That's
75th
Saturday.
and 35 Highway.
Saturday night. Wow. Red Balloon. All right.
So I'll be in there singing some karaoke.
Yeah, Red Balloon's a lot of fun. It should be pretty packed. Are they doing anything special, or is it just kind of...
Yeah, they're doing shot specials, drink specials. And they got a bunch of St. Patrick's Day stuff they're going to do.
Red Balloon's always a pretty good... Red Balloon's always a good time. It's a good time on Sunday night, and it's a good time on Friday night. It really don't matter. It's really fun to go out there. The staff's great. I don't know. Yeah. This turned into a Red Balloon commercial here, but...
It did.
It's probably my favorite bar.
Yeah, it's the official bar of the podcast. So
wow.
Hey. So, real quick, let's talk a little NFL free agency. So we'll kind of put the tournament to bed there for a week. We'll come back next week with the rest of our picks on that. NFL free agency, I would say the most active team by far has been the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns, they got better, and they got to keep their first-round picks.
Yes. They traded for a quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, who is by no means a world beater, but he is an upgrade.
Yeah, he's an upgrade over Kaiser. Kaiser gets shipped to Green Bay
for a defensive back.
Upgrade in the secondary.
Yep.
So they get
Jarvis Landry from Miami.
Yeah, they got Landry. The receivers are nice. Gordon will do all off season, and then he'll be back. He'll be starting game 1. So their receivers will be Gordon and Landry, Tyrod. They signed Carlos Hyde.
Mm-hmm. 15 million, 3 years.
3 years.
So
that's cheap.
Yeah,
and maybe it's he may be a backup to Barkley if they end up drafting him.
I don't see a scenario where they don't take Saquon Barkley number 1.
It's goofy. I haven't seen a mock draft where somebody has them taking Barkley.
I know they just say you don't take running backs that high, but I've said it before on the show, but I think that guy's a franchise changer. I think right now with what you have in that offense, you get Tyrod Taylor coached up a little bit. You've got a guy that's explosive like Saquon Barkley. You've got 2 threats on the outside at receiver with Landry and Gordon. Joe Thomas did retire today, their left tackle. That hurts a little bit. He's best left tackle in the game.
Boy, a 10-time Pro Bowler?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad that he spent his whole career in Cleveland because guy's a heck of a player. But
yeah.
but I think they have improved. I'm not saying that Cleveland's going to win their division next year by any means.
No.
But I think they can win 6-7 games.
You never know if they end up drafting Barkley and then pulling a Jacksonville.
Yep.
I mean, Jacksonville really kind of came out of. I mean, Jacksonville was never 0-16.
Yeah, they weren't that bad,
and they were competitive. They were like I don't know what they were, a 4-win team, a 3-win team, a 4-win team. But they had a culture change with Coughlin. That's why they ended up doing it. And then they drafted Fournette.
Yeah.
So big running back.
Yep.
Running game gets going. If you have a good running game, that makes the quarterback play a lot easier.
It does.
You also get to control that clock a little bit. Your defense gets to take a little break. Man, that's all right. So Cleveland's doing all right.
So Kansas City Chiefs have made some moves.
Making a lot of moves too. Sammy Watkins, big signing. Receiving core looks pretty good. You lose Wilson to Miami. Albert Wilson's gone. It's all good. So it's an upgrade. Chris Conley comes back. Kelsey's your tight end. One funny thing is the Chiefs can the funny thing about their receivers are like you normally have like your XY, your slot guy, whatever. But they can move a lot of guys around. You can put Hill in the slot. You can put Hill on the outside. You can put Watkins slot. You can put Watkins outside. You can even throw Kelsey slot. You got a pretty decent backup tight end. Running back's really good. Really, if Mahomes, they're going all in.
They are.
And
they're trying to put guys around Mahomes to make him successful.
I heard something interesting about some of the somebody on 610. I can't remember who it was explaining some of the moves that the Chiefs were doing. And also included the Peters trade. It included the Peters trade and then cutting Johnson and Tamba and releasing Ron Parker. They were saying that the GM, his agenda may be to make sure that Mahomes is the loudest voice in the locker room.
That's an interesting point. I mean, typically you do want your quarterback to be that guy.
I kind of thought about that. Maybe with DJ around, with Tamba around, even loud. Peters is not an emotional guy. Big time emotion. With Peters around, maybe I don't know. That might be the strategy right there. I don't know if that's for sure. Very interesting point, though.
Yeah.
So, who else free agency got going on? We got, what's the big one? Oh, Saints signed a Breezy back.
Yeah, Saints signed Drew Brees back. That, to me, was a no-brainer.
2 years,
50 million.
30 guaranteed?
I think, yeah, 30 guaranteed. There is a report out there from ESPN that they haven't named the team. They said somebody offered him 2 years at $60 million.
I would
35 guaranteed.
Take a guess. I would guess Minnesota.
Yeah, and maybe it was Minnesota, but Breeze is like, I want to stay in New Orleans, and I get that. I mean, he's on the tail end of his career. To me, once you've made as many millions as he has, what's another $5 million?
Well, he ain't taking peanuts, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, what's another $5 million, $10 million when you've got $200+ million in the bank?
And he's going to make that anyways later on.
Yeah.
Just whatever business stuff. I mean, the business stuff. He pretty much he can stay in New Orleans. He can be the mayor. Pretty much is the mayor. He runs that thing. We had no secret. Me and you both love Drew Brees. I love Drew Brees.
Oh, yeah.
If he ends up winning a Super Bowl, the Chiefs miss playoffs, Saints get in, I'm good. Let's do it, Saints. Let's go.
Yeah.
I like Breezy, man.
Yeah. I mean, and obviously this year he was one fluke play from being out of being in the NFC Championship.
Yep. So then Minnesota ends up with Kirk Cousins. Big O contract.
$84 million guaranteed.
100% guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed.
3
First
years.
fully guaranteed contract.
And his numbers not better than Keenum's last year.
He has never won a playoff game.
So you never won a playoff game. You have somebody else put a stat out.
Similar numbers.
Losing record against playoff teams. I think playoff teams that end up making the playoffs with a losing record.
And you got to play Aaron Rodgers twice a year. Remember Minnesota? Aaron Rodgers was not there for half the season last year.
Now, if I'm Minnesota and you're looking, if you don't think Keenum's a guy, then the next best is Cousins, right?
Yes.
If you think Cousins can